Excited.
We're live.
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome to the pod. It's been about, like 4 weeks since we've had a pod.
It's been a while.
It has been 4 weeks?
Well, at least 3.
Yeah. You know, sometimes AI happens.
And sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was looking through some of the periodicals.
Okay.
For some AI sales. You know, Black
Okay.
Friday's coming up.
Right.
Cyber Monday.
Yeah.
What have you
Happy
guys
Cyber
found?
Monday week.
Yeah. What have you guys found in the circulars?
The circulars.
Are you a baby boomer, Fiddler?
Is that a newspaper term? Or is that a newspaper term? What
I think it could be. Yeah. I've heard in certain circles. Not this circle.
Not this circular either.
So, Fiddler, tell our audience what you've been up to the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, great question, Molecule. Great question.
Yeah, good question. I'm gonna work backwards.
Yeah. You know what?
I'm gonna work backwards. I'm gonna take it from current.
Hate mail.
Yeah, let's hit. Yeah, exactly. But down to you. You are the single reason we did not have a podcast in about, I don't know, like a month.
I think that's putting it a little strongly.
Nope, it's exactly accurate.
As my contribution here is solely joining and zero planning or setup.
We all have equal rights in our co-hosting.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
Fatel, welcome, Fatel. Thanks for listening to our Thanksgiving podcast. Of course, Thanksgiving is a scam. Obviously, if you want to celebrate Thanksgiving, you need to commit genocide, steal land.
You know, you can take it a step further. All holidays are a scam.
That's a very good point. You're right. You're right.
Yeah. What do you think the dinosaurs were like? Oh, let's get a fucking Columbus Day. He'll find America.
Besides St. Patrick's Day, that's just an excuse to drink. And birthdays, because then it's an excuse to eat cake.
Happy Mother's Day. Oh,
yeah, Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. Whoa!
What was that?
Is there a water spout in your apartment?
What happened?
This AirPod is I think it's shot.
It's shot. Wow. Okay.
Don't let our listeners know
for Cyber Monday
that you use AirPods for our professional podcast.
Yeah, you're supposed to have a microphone. You should get a professional microphone.
Of course.
I like this. Look at this thing. See this thing I have.
You can't see it in this view.
You can see my microphone here.
Why don't you describe it for our listeners' case study?
It's a round, fuzzy microphone. It's a giant, round, fuzzy microphone.
So the last week I did some HRing. However, I was sick. But the reason for missing the pod on the most recent Monday is 9112 and myself were on our 20-year anniversary trip.
20 years.
In Key West, Florida.
Wow. And
on that Monday, I spent the entire day in the hotel room. Not feeling
wow, what a great, first of all, why, you got the entire world to choose from. Why not pick Key West? 2.
Yeah, 9112 had never been, and she wanted to see it.
And you were.
Forever
you had been there?
do you part in sickness and health, Fiddler.
That's right.
Have you been there, Fiddler?
I was there maybe when I was 10 years old, so
okay, yeah,
don't remember it.
Yeah, right.
I've been once. It was way cooler than I thought it would be. Key West.
Yeah. I got 9112 described it as a nice version of New Orleans. I think that is a good description.
Okay.
A more chill, laid back version, maybe.
Less edgy.
Yeah.
Worse food.
Way smaller.
Worse food. Way worse food.
For the two of you and all of our listeners, I'm not a fan of New Orleans.
I know you're
not.
A
little just.
What do you have? What's the problem?
Both Case and I both have not been since pre-Katrina.
Oh, okay.
Not together, although maybe we were together. Who knows?
Yeah, we might have been.
You never know.
Yeah. Who
Yeah.
knows? Yeah.
I was there for a
I love New
bachelor party
I love New Orleans. I gotta say.
of my sister's first husband.
You're a bachelor party?
Bachelor party of my sister's
New Orleans.
first husband.
Did you show your tits?
Before the party, yes.
Nice.
Not during.
Well, you were sober, relatively sober.
That was for the professionals. I don't want to take away their work.
So, without getting into too many, specific details, like I would like to know about this. Did you guys rent a place out? Did you just go to bars, strip clubs?
Hotel.
Okay.
Hotel. Yeah, I went to some dinners.
You got prostitutes?
Well, I don't want to call them prostitutes.
Are we talking about Florida or New Orleans?
New Orleans. I want to hear about his.
New Orleans. Yeah,
He didn't get prostitutes for your 20th wedding anniversary?
I do recall that.
That is a good anniversary gift. 20-year anniversary gift, I believe, is sex worker. That is for your one is paper.
Very good. Where did you pull that from?
Well, it's ChatGPT. They didn't call it sex worker.
AI has really progressed that and become progressive.
Yeah. Well, I mean, is a sex worker progressive? I guess it is.
I think so. Yeah. Even though prostitute was the first, the first occupation.
Well, I find that very difficult to believe, honestly, because you're not gonna have prostitution unless people are hoarding shit. So I feel like prostitute was really not invented until after the invention of farming. I feel like the very first job, if you consider job, let's define job. This is before currency, right? So prostitutes were doing, because obviously by the time currency was invented, there were all kind of jobs, like metalsmith, all kind of shit. So if prostitutes were the first job, then that means that they were there before currency, which means they were having sex for things. Canoes, I don't know what it would be. A new fancy deer jacket. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Having sex for canoes?
Well, there's no currency. Yeah. There's no currency, so it has to be for things, right?
I'm only half listening.
They're having sex for things. Before currency, prostitutes are having sex for things. I guess so, but I think gold and currency kind of go hand in hand.
Shells.
Yeah, shells, stuff like that. Beads, bits of metal.
Yeah,
and I feel like maybe
lip balms.
Tulip.
Yeah, the flower.
Tulip bulbs.
Tulip
like
bulbs. I thought you said lip balm.
No, that was
that's a more recent invention.
It was invented much later.
Yeah. I feel like the very first job where you do something and you're specialized in it and you don't have to do like other jobs because you're well respected for that job that you do. I believe is probably the first job we've ever had is probably one of a chef.
Yeah. Or a blowjob.
Where you cook the food that people bring to you, and if you're going to be good. Some people are going to be better at it than others. So I feel like that's like the first the best chef of the tribe or whatever is probably gonna.
Did you go to any drag shows in Key West?
Of course he did.
We were gonna go to one, but unfortunately we were only there 2 nights, and I started not feeling well the first night, and then I was out of commission the entire next.
So wait, I don't understand. You were there for 2 nights. You could have chosen any 2 nights. You had to pick one of the nights that we're doing the pod.
Well. Yeah, normally I do plan my activities around the pod, and now might be a good time to let you know I am not available next Monday.
What? What?
Going into
what a surprise!
A judge swearing in.
A judge.
A friend of ours has become a judge, and she's going sworn into the party.
What? You know what? I'm going to say that's respectable.
A friend of yours has become a judge.
Yeah.
A friend of 911-2's or a friend of yours?
Both.
Maybe we'll get Fatou to join us on the pod.
I would like that. I would like to get Fatou to join us.
Yeah.
I think he would.
That way we can have 0 listeners. Well, technically, I guess they'll be listening.
We don't know. Sorry, the New York Supreme Court Justice. If I misspoke and said judge, It is the New York Supreme Court Justice.
New York State Supreme Court Justice is a friend of yours.
Yeah, apparently.
That could really get you out of a lot of jams.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and jellies.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. I guess that I would say that maybe that is an acceptable reason to miss the pot. Maybe.
Yeah, 9112 and I will be getting dressed up.
Wow. What time is this happening?
That's hard to say, but it's on Monday night.
Okay.
We'll allow it if you allow us to make a picture of you two dressed up. The pic for the pod.
No, that's not
show pic.
Sold.
What?
Perfect.
Okay, all right. Okay. I didn't think you'd agree to that.
Also, we don't have show pics.
Well, this will be our first one. Our first and only one.
Not yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you going to wear a tuxedo or a tie?
Well, I would like to wear a t-shirt, so that's my basis.
You said dress up.
Are you doing a mock trial where you're like the defendant and you walk in a t-shirt?
Why do I have to be the defendant?
Because you don't even want a fucking t-shirt. All right, so that was this Monday. What about the Monday before that? This is the last Monday when you were, and this is next Monday. Is this judge nonsense? Oh yeah, well, I have 6 friends that are judges. I mean, you get tired of going to these things after a while.
Understood. Yeah. This is my first.
All right, the first one is a little special.
What was the previous Monday? I forget.
Yeah. It's so easy to forget. Oh, I know what it was. A sport that you would give zero fucks about. You went to a ball game. You don't give a fuck about any sports, but this one in particular, I'm sure you had
to be in the little private fucking showing box up there.
Yeah, it was probably the judge's box. It was probably the judge's fucking box.
No, it was one of the consultants that we work with. They were looking for some esteemed clients of theirs, and of course I came on the radar.
Everyone else said no, and you were the only one that was available.
I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
You're the only one without a podcast that you're loyal to.
And I was like, he's like, I don't know if you're too busy around this time of day. I said,
I have a podcast, motherfucker. I am busy.
Who did they play and did they win?
They played the LA Clippers, the New York Knicks, and they won. And it was the first game that that long bearded player was with the LA Clippers.
Sizemore.
No.
Jesus.
Wrong again. I don't know the name, but if you say it.
How do you know it's not one of those two then?
Well, if I hear it.
I used to watch basketball like 20 years ago, but I'm kind of out.
It was James Harden.
Fiddler, when was the last time you watched basketball?
2 Mondays ago.
I mean, besides that, before that, what was the last time before that?
I haven't seen a game in years.
Yeah, decades maybe.
But it was a pretty cool experience. I've never been to a game in the MSG.
Yeah.
So it was more for the experience, of course. Yeah, I mean, I don't care about the game, but I was cheering like I was a Knicks fan, and cheers brought them to a victory.
Oh yeah, because of you. It's all down to you.
Did you see any slam dunks?
Oh yeah. There was some slamming, fouling, cursing.
How about any layups? You know what a layup is?
Oh yeah. There was. Oh yeah, baby.
So many layups. Did you watch this? Were you like courtside, or were you watching on a TV in a little box?
He was in the box.
I was in a box.
Don't you remember the picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you look down at the game, it's like little ants, right? So you got to watch it on the TV.
Well, if you have bad eyes, it's little ants. Yeah,
it's the shittiest fucking view ever in those boxes.
Yeah, you are pretty far away.
Yeah, you're pretty far away.
It's pretty neat experience.
But it is catered, right? There's food there, drinks.
Food, drinks, the whole 9 yards.
Sluts.
Desserts, cotton candy, masseuses. Yeah, whatever you're looking for, it's available.
Yeah. Well, that brings us to the topic of the week, which is Miles and I went on a camping adventure, and we've told you nothing about this. We said we've been saying save it for the pod. So, Ask your questions. Interview us about the camping trip. Ask what you want to ask. I know you prepared a bunch of questions.
Just don't ask about the coyote incident. Don't ask about that.
I know I gave you a lot of time. I told you what the topic was today earlier, so I'm sure you prepared a bunch of questions for us, knowing what the topic was. No, I'm sure. I'm sure there's an executive summary going around somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, give me I would like to hear just a kind of high-level executive summary of what prompted you to go on this camping trip, and who put together the list of things to pack?
That's a great question.
Actually,
because
those
are really good questions. Yeah,
I prepared.
Questions. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and take these ones, their case study.
Yeah, please do. Yeah.
So
I need more whiskey, so yeah, I know the answers anyway. So I'm gonna.
My worm-loving coworker is the person who instigated this trip, and he's gone there in the past. And get out of here! That guy, go back to your cell. And so they have an RV, and so they get a campsite. But he was like, "Hey, we're gonna go camping at this River State Park." What the fuck does RV stand for? Recreational vehicle. and all right, he's gone. Whew. Oh God, he's back. He's back in pod life. So back in April, we actually got this campsite, and that is why we went. What was your other question? How did we?
The packing list. Who put it together?
List. So I will tell you right now, we would not have a trash bag if it wasn't for our trusty friend, ChatGPT. Because we asked, this ties it right back into the topic.
Thank you.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. Only took 17 minutes, but we were
Yeah, we asked ChatGPT, what we should bring on our camping trip, and I was like, "Hey, go on," because it was giving some good details. But then I asked for even more details, and it gave all kinds of advice on things to bring, and it's the reason we had a trash bag. And boy, did we use it!
Yeah, we put a lot of trash in there. We used a lot of trash.
What were some of the things that you packed that you originally really weren't thinking of?
It's a good question. The trash bag is one of them, obviously.
The trash bag. The trash bag. What else? There was definitely something else. Well, we had ample amount of flashlights. Paper towels.
Paper towels is another one. Yeah.
We did use some wipes, but we didn't actually end up using the wipes. I don't think.
Oh yeah. What was the bathroom situation like?
It was more like glamping. You could walk to a hut that had running water, hot water, even had a
showers. Yeah, showers, full bathrooms.
I see.
And it was actually pretty clean. It was pretty clean.
It was pretty old, but clean.
But yeah, they kept it clean at least.
Oh.
It closed every day for an hour and a half for cleaning.
Just an hour.
I did happen to see a picture of a fire.
Yeah, we had each camping site had a fire pit.
Maybe the firewood. It might have been the ChatGPT that reminded us to bring firewood.
Was it?
I don't know. Maybe.
How did you start the fire?
I brought a fire stick.
Fato wants to know, has a question about the camping trip. He wants to know how the air mattress coitus was.
Oh, it was all stars for me. They didn't let me see the word.
Oh, wow, even coitus? Really? Even that's a band?
Yeah.
Sad. So yeah, you tell us, Miles, how was the air mattress coitus?
Coitus just fully on means sex.
Yeah, intercourse.
I guess there wasn't any coitus on the camping trip.
There was no coitus. We were only there for one night.
And we had campmates. So
we had someone else in a tent in the same lot as us.
A lot. But we did have an air mattress.
And when I'm doing my job right, Molecule is loud as fuck when I'm doing it right. You know what I mean? It's just the whole campground would have known.
Yeah, it would have.
You don't want to be.
I'm in the right spots. Yeah, they would have thought it was a murder. I would have been murdering that vagina. And I'm just afraid that
it's the single reason we don't live in an apartment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, very
It's true. Actually, we have to have sex in the middle room, so we're not on either side, because otherwise the other house will call the police.
Yeah, it's unfortunately you have to live with that disability day in and day out. Being able to live in an apartment.
I can scale it back, but I'm not going to. Come on, let's be honest. Come on.
What are the kind of? Now that we're kind of on the
sex topic,
these are rules, but what kind of rules did you have to obey in the campsite?
That's a great question, because we were issued a list of rules, and we immediately burned it to light a fire. So we're not really sure exactly. And one of the rules was there was a quiet time between 11 p.m. and 7 a.m. or something like that.
Yeah, I was like, when was quiet time? And Case was like, we would know if you hadn't burned.
Yeah, if you hadn't burned all the rules over in the fire.
We were probably the loudest people in there too. It was the quietest campsite I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, there were kids, but they were far away from where we were. But there were a bunch of kids. I'm sure they were very loud.
Oh, did you encounter any animals throughout the evening?
An albino squirrel.
A few of them.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Is that a common animal?
I guess it is. Yeah, I didn't realize it, but it seems to be pretty.
Well, not really. I mean, I've seen them. We have a few around here, and I guess that's like about an hour away from here.
Our friends who are the couple that
Brevard, North Carolina.
The couple that joined us, they have one in their yard.
And they live in
Tampa. Is that right?
Wait, which
no,
wait, was it?
No, the other one. The other one. Yeah.
The other one.
Yeah. The woman who writes gay novels and her husband.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, she writes gay novels.
Oh,
I haven't read any yet. I want to. I'm hoping that she'll write me into it, even if it's as a.
You can look her up. It's her pen name, Laura Casco or Laura.
I've read.
He's Fiddler is a fan.
I really saw that.
I've read it. They're actually pretty amazing.
I tend to read it.
Mine was like teenage boys gay novel.
I'll probably avoid that one, but I would like a fully adult gay novel to read. I'm sure Fat Doe's writing this down too. Could you spell the name for Fat Doe so he knows where to look? Our listener, our sole listener.
He's here. It's Laura Lascarso.
Oh, right.
Laura.
Of course.
L-A-S.
Laura Lascarso.
L-A-S.
Car. So.
Lascarso. All right, sending it to Toe. Toe's gonna read one of those. Toe's mission is to read one of those books and give us a well-written essay, which we'll read either real read or next week if you'd like to. We'll bring him in for. It doesn't have to be the whole show. We can bring him in on a segment. I think doesn't she have a free one? Like she gives a free one away or something, right?
Does she?
I think there was one that was like you could read so you could get a sense of whether you want to buy the rest.
It actually does say no. Well, audiobook is free.
Yeah, that's even better. So Toe's mission, our listener, our sole listener, all of our listeners, if anyone else is listening, download the free audiobook by Laura Carson. Lascarso, and give us a bullet synopsis of it.
There's a zombie romance.
That sounds pretty great. Gay zombie romance?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can beat that, literally.
I read When Everything is Blue.
Nice.
Fiddler,
would you like to listen to the audiobook of one of these and report back to us?
Was that directed to me?
Fiddler, yeah, I did say Fiddler first.
Silly question.
You don't need Fiddler around this. Did we ever get you a fiddle? I thought we were looking into fiddles. Did you ever get a fiddle? You never got a fiddle, did you?
I don't recall.
I don't think you got a fiddle.
Don't make him feel bad that he can't read, Case.
Well, that's why I suggested audiobook.
It's true.
Yeah, audiobooks only. My days of flipping through books, reading on the screen are over.
All right. Any other questions for us about this? You want me to suggest something for you a question for you to ask?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Did you guys cook food on that fire?
We did. Food was cooked. We didn't.
Oh, yeah. Mark made oatmeal in the morning.
Yes, exactly. And
what about for
coffee.
Dinner?
I had PB&J.
Oh, nice.
Made by a case study.
Made.
Oh, nice. And
compiled.
How much whiskey was it drunk?
No, that's a good question.
Not that much, honestly.
No, not that much. We brought 2 whiskeys. We brought one, a high, quote unquote, a high-end one.
Bullet.
Oh, nice.
And one cheap-ass $15 for a handle cheap-ass whiskey.
Oh, nice.
And
I'd say everybody had maybe people had a shot, and then we drank the rest because we're the luscious.
Most of the Bullet seemed to be gone.
I mean, it was a whole night. I mean, of course.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
It was a whole night.
Exactly.
And the air mattress was actually pretty great because you blow it up like with your foot, and we had it like half blown up when we got there. And
it fit right in the tent. We just slipped it in the tent and filled it up the rest of the way. We didn't even fill it up all the way. I think cordless would have been possible, but I feel like it would have to be side by side because the distribution of the air. I think if one of us was on top of the other, our ass would have been on the ground. The person on the bottom would have been on the ground.
Right. And it could have been either of you. Not to mention, you're abiding by the rules. Noises between 11 and 7 a.m.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, it was like
if you add in the weight of the duct tape I'd have to put over her mouth, then I feel like it's...
There it comes. I knew that duct tape would get out eventually.
Good. Yeah. What else is the duct tape used for?
Well, let's not get into that. That is a separate thing from the camping trip.
That goes back to the rules.
Yeah. Any other questions about the camping trip?
Is there anything you learned in this camping experience that you didn't think that you would?
That's a great question.
Oh, Case got so high that he literally couldn't find the bathrooms and I had to help him. I'm not kidding. It did happen.
I'm not sure that I learned anything from that. I don't know if that was the proper place to insert this anecdote into, but I don't know that I learned anything from that, except that, one would say maybe don't smoke as much next time, but that's obviously not going to happen. So I don't think that I actually learned anything.
He thought I was leading him the total wrong direction. I was like, no, we just follow the circle.
Oh, then all of a sudden, miraculously, the next day she finds a shortcut. Oh, yeah. Well,
you think I was going to take you through the shortcut when you were in that state? But yeah, no, it was good. We saw a deer.
Yeah,
deer.
Yeah, we saw deer, yeah. Yeah, deer and squirrels. That was about all the animal life.
Was it a female deer or is it deer a male deer?
It was a doe.
A deer. A female deer.
It was a doe.
Ray.
We'll have to learn that fucking song. They always have forced to learn that shit. What the fuck is almost universal? We all grew up in different eras. We gotta learn that fucking song. It's insane.
We went to a seafood restaurant on the way back.
Oh yeah, that was really good. That was nice.
Oh.
Good fish and chips.
Oh, okay, nice.
Malk, you got a blackened fish sandwich, but the fish and chips were really the breading was perfect, just subtle enough. Wasn't over the top, really good.
Oh yeah, nice.
Oh, we did. That was nice. Yeah. Any other questions? Are you running out of questions?
Did anyone get injured?
Oh, great question. That is a good question.
Your thumb or your something? Maybe that was already injured.
My thumb was already injured. Yeah.
Did anybody get injured? Don't think so.
No,
they had car trouble.
Yeah, right. Our friends that were on the site, not in the same camp with us down. They had one of those. They had one of those. Campers.
Oh right.
Which do you think 911-2? You think should be okay, camping? One of those, high end sort of campers that you rent out with a shower and a bed in there and everything.
Yeah, she would be fine with that. Yes.
Why not a tent? Obviously,
yeah, a tent maybe for a night. Sure. She would.
Yeah, really? Yeah. You would? She would?
Yeah. We should go camping. It'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Okay. Yeah.
This campground's great. I say we go back there. I thought it was pretty great.
Yeah. It's less than an hour away, so it's like easy.
Yeah.
You're all right.
You don't want it to be too close. It can't be too close. An hour's like perfect, It should be like 10 minutes away.
Exactly.
What do you do? You might as well stay home.
That's pretty short. Hour?
Yeah, hour's perfect.
And the weather was absolutely perfect.
Yeah, it didn't rain at all.
Couldn't beat it.
And the sky was clear, and we saw lots of stars because there were no lights.
Low 50s is what it got down to.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, it's good weather.
We had
How about the bugs? Were there a lot of bugs around? Mosquitoes?
Not a lot.
Not a lot. Yeah, not a lot.
I don't feel like I saw a single freaking bug.
Is that you were wearing the stuff right off the bat? You were wearing the juice. Around when the sun started going down, I started noticing I had to put the stuff on too because there was some.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh well, I did put some bug spray preemptively on my leg, but I didn't see a single bug.
There were some just during that time when it was when it's like the worst, right as the sun is going down.
I guess didn't see them.
Well, we have a bug in this apartment. I realize not a house, yes, but it's still been impossible to catch, and it's been with us for days.
What kind of bug is it?
It's a fly, and I've hung up strips of tape to try to catch it.
Wow.
It flies right around
it.
That's
smart, yeah. That's smart of you.
Fiddler, would you like to know how many flies I killed within about 20 minutes about a week or two ago?
Hit me.
I killed 11 flies.
Oh, wow.
We had a fly infestation suddenly.
How did you kill so many flies?
Like I'm a badass.
Yeah, exactly. And she is. It's true.
I did. What did I do it with? I did it with, a spatula.
Right, we didn't have a fly swatter. We did not have a fly swatter that we could.
Spatula. Okay, it's a good idea.
Find.
So you just need to be a badass. You can do it.
Hey, something came to mind. What was the funniest thing that happened on this camping trip?
Oh, that's a great question, Fiddler.
Funniest thing that happened.
I'll go first. Our friends who were there camping with us, I was pretty high, and we were all pretty drunk. He brings out this guitar, and he's just playing this guitar like low key, it's like not intrusive at all, and just kind of soundtracking. It was like every time somebody made a joke or something, he'd play something. I thought that was pretty funny. I enjoyed that a lot.
It was funny. What was funny about it?
I laughed when it was just whenever he did it. I thought it was funny. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't know. I like it.
The funniest thing. I mean, It's a good question. Do you think funny happened other than that? There was dogs. Our friends from Tampa had 2 dogs, and they were cool.
Oh.
That's not really funny.
Yeah. You didn't laugh at all? You didn't laugh at all?
I mean, I laughed. We were hanging out.
Yeah.
Having a good time. It was fun. We had a good game.
What a stupid question that was, Fiddler.
Where right now I'm going with that.
I said Fiddler that question. I thought for sure you would tell him about the amazing joke that I made, which I am still proud of.
I have absolutely no memory.
Yeah, which brings us to our new quiz. What did Kay say? All right, so this is a quiz. Molecule, you were there, but I'm still giving Fiddler a sporting chance because chances are you don't remember this. So even though you were there to witness it, we're going to give you...
Okay, I like it.
All right. So there was this time when... Well, first of all, this is not the best... This is not the joke that I'm proud of, right? This is... Okay, all right, yeah, we'll go to the joke that I'm proud of. All right, so Molecule asks... we started talking about ChatGPT with our friends that were there. And Molecule said something like... We talked about how, it's being censored. If you're asking about anything sexual, it'll be it'll just stop. It'll just basically end the conversation.
Right.
So Molecule goes, hey, do you think I could ask, will I get in trouble if I ask what the average male penis size is? So Fiddler, what do you think
just
I said?
Penis size. I didn't say male.
Well, yeah, it's irrelevant. Yeah, just penis size with the average penis. Do you think I get in trouble if I ask ChatGPT what the average penis size is?
I don't think that would be trouble.
What do you think I said?
Oh yeah, I remember this.
You mean to the answer to that question?
Molecule asked that question. What do you think I said? What was my? It's a joke of a response. It's a funny response. So what do you think? What do you think it was?
Oh, what would you say?
I'm giving you time. You I would say 911 asked this question. 912 asked it of other people at the campsite. You know, what would you say? What's a funny thing you would say in response to that? The 912 asked that question.
I think I said a little more. I'm remembering now what I said.
Well, if you could shed some more light,
I don't know if it's going to shed light. I do remember what you said. It was funny, but I don't know.
I've been
pretending to see the response, and I said,
how about a hint?
8 inches.
That's your hint right there.
8 inches?
That was a response after something that I said. Somebody said 8 inches. I think we should give him a name. Well, Laura Los Castros. Lacarsko's the husband.
Full on as big as you can get it, Fato.
It's you giving up? Are you basically giving up?
Yeah, giving up.
I said no, but it might get me in trouble. Because it was, asking what the average penis size was, Yeah, all right. So I guess when I had to.
You're not to be there.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Good example of a situation where you had to be there.
All right. Question number 2. You both Molecule. I should have let you answer that, obviously, but you already knew. You knew what the answer was.
I sure did.
I should have let you answer, though. So you obviously, All right, so 0-0. Sorry, Moles. I should have let you answer. Next question.
I forgot.
Molecule opened the car and saw that there was a couple things that were still not sealed. Like the zippers weren't zipped. So I said to her, and she complained about that, and I said, my motto is NBC. Fiddler, can you take a stab at what you think?
So to clarify what he just said, every goddamn fucking thing he opened in the car, like we had a backpack with a bunch of zippers.
Don't just stop what you're doing. Don't be careful.
Every single one of them was fucking open all the time.
Okay, yeah.
And what were the letters?
NBC. And Molecule was like, "What is that? Your favorite TV channel or whatever?"
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think Fatso got it.
You think he did? Yeah. Well, not quite. No, he's not quite right. Not quite. My motto is never been caught or never been closed. Molecule, would you like to tell us what the motto was?
I don't know. Never be NBC?
Yeah, NBC.
I don't know. Never be closed. I don't know.
It's a play off the Wall Street term always be closing, and it's a never be closing. Never be closing. That's my motto. Like,
this goes to show how much I don't really actually listen to you.
Yeah, well, you thought it was funny, and you know what do you think her response to that, Fiddler, was? What was her response to me saying never be closing? Molecule, do you remember this? Your response? No. Yeah. Fiddler.
Did you drink all the whiskey?
That's a pretty good one. Unfortunately, it was actually the next morning, and we were all really sober.
And unfortunately, I already knew he did drink all the whiskey.
She looks at me and she says, how do you come up with this shit on the spot? Which I take as a compliment.
I don't remember that at all. Yeah, I think I rolled my eyes hard.
No, how do you come up with this on the spot? Anyway.
Yeah, but he didn't know how to close a goddamn thing.
That's not the point of this story. This is the funniest things that happened. It's not complaining about Case's behavior on the trip. This is the funny things that happened. The funniest thing that happened.
He did do a good job of putting the tent together, though. I will give him that.
Oh yeah, good.
Our
it's an important part of camping.
Yeah, exactly. We did practice beforehand in the yard. Any other questions?
And then does the fire? You just let the fire burn out throughout the night?
We kind of ran out of wood because
Mark
brought more wood. And our wood kind of sucked.
I think you mean Laura Lacargo's husband.
Whatever, his name's Mark. I don't give a fuck.
It's a very common name.
There's only one Mark in the world, so
I'm sure Mark will mind that Tato and the two of us heard. There are thousands of Marks in the world.
Well, oddly enough. Anyway, let's move on to the next.
I don't know what he meant there. But... Hayes can pitch a tent.
Yeah, I definitely pitched. I was pitching a tent so hard one day that I could not leave the tent. But that's a different story.
Is there more quizzes about what you said? I like this game.
No, that was kind of all I had. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
So you'll be camping again?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I thought it was great.
And we got so lucky with the weather, so that's part of it. But I mean, that's why you camp in November here.
Yeah, I would like to. If you're asking, is there one regret that we've had from the camping experience? I think that's what you're asking, right?
No.
He's dying to tell his one regret.
I gotta smoke a little more weed. Miles, you take that question first. I'll smoke a little more weed.
Nope, not touching that one. We'll wait.
I would have liked to
actually fucking use the s'mores. Yes.
That's true. Yeah, there you go. That's yours. That's fine. Yeah, we brought stuff to make s'mores. We never made it. That's a fact. I would like to get to know some of the stranger campers somehow. I don't know if that means some kind of thing where we all kind of like hang out somewhere. Like, I'd like to get to know the other campers more.
He was sad because there was like an area where you could, like right next to the river, an area you could have a group fire circle.
And nobody was there.
He actually thought there was going to be people there. I knew there wasn't going to be.
Yeah, nobody was there.
But he thought there was going to be this big group social camping.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like all the campers would get together, like a little mini Burning Man, Which brings us to our next segment,
they probably do some nights.
Yeah, maybe. But this was Saturday. You think that'd be the day they do it? What are your excuses for never having gone to Burning Man? You want me to start? I'll give you guys a little bit of time to think about it. I want your excuses for never. You're both capable. You could have gone. You never went. It's been like 20 years now of Burning Man. You've never gone. Why? What are your excuses? And then I'm going to start. I'm going to give you my 2 excuses. Then give you guys a little bit of time to think about it. Okay? One, It just seems really pretentious. It's like a bunch of rich guys and girls that get out there and just fucking, they're just like, oh, we're living like, I don't know, we're living off in nature or some shit, but it's like the whole city is completely constructed from beginning to end with spending lots of money doing this shit, It's like, it's almost like cosplay.
I don't want to be around all those fucking people all the time, all the shit.
Yeah, that makes sense. Fiddler?
Too much.
Yeah, I mean, I really think it all stems for me from childhood of not being able to play with toys, and and I was like, fuck that, I'm never going to Burning Man.
Why could you never play with toys? I don't understand. He's playing to our listeners.
I don't want to get into that on the pod. Let's just say that's the reason.
Is it because your sister kept stealing your toys from you?
Rather not say.
Fair enough.
I don't know. I never even thought about going to Burning Man. Never really into it.
I also it's the middle of the fucking desert. Like, it just sounds really annoying. You know what I mean? Like, it sounds like there's a lot of sand everywhere and like.
I did go in virtual reality.
Nice.
Somebody made one.
Yeah.
Fido, remember that time we were in Puerto Rico and they had to keep refilling the water and pouring out the sand? I feel like that's what it's going to be like all the time.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah. It just wouldn't seem like it just kind of depends on the experience you're going for. And that doesn't really hold a lot of pros there that I would enjoy.
Okay.
Exactly.
So that's probably why I
where do you take a shit? Like, that just seems complicated.
Yeah, like what if I want to go, get some food that I like, or
You're just like
cold
stuck.
beverage. I want to relax. It's just really, you're just not kind of, you don't have some of the amenities that you're accustomed to, and it doesn't have like an overall experience at a.
Like, what if you just don't want to talk to people? You just want to be social. Like, it feels like you can't really do that. You know, like, people are gonna be wandering by trying to talk to you and shit all the time. Like, you're there for 7 days, so it's like, Jesus, you know, maybe you just don't want to talk to people.
I guess I'd go if like somebody I knew had the total hookup. Everything was like perfect, like a place to, like a big camper, and I could just. There was only a few of us in there, and I had an escape.
Yeah.
I think that, and I didn't have to do any driving or any like responsibilities.
Because it also is a pain to get in and out. It's a pain in the ass to get in and out, especially like the last time when it flooded and like they had to wait a couple of days or whatever. You know. Shit could just go wrong. Shit could really just go wrong out there.
That'll teach me.
No, also it's far fuck away. I'd have to like fly there and like it's the whole thing.
And sure, it does cost money too. Fato brings up a good point. It costs a lot of money to go there to do it. It costs you thousands of dollars. Right? Well, I mean, if you think about flying there and then like renting something, or at least, you know, also just taking off a week, you know, like.
Yeah, probably a lot of people that go there are probably more on that side of the country.
I don't know. I mean, I know a lot of people in New York that went, you know.
Well, not obviously, but I'm just saying. I bet majority of them are.
You think they like just drive there? I mean, I think it's still kind of far. Yeah. Even if you're in like Portland, it's still pretty far, you know.
I know, but it's still easier than.
I guess so.
East Coast.
And you know, I just think like also to get the supplies and everything that you're gonna need and all that shit, you know, it's gonna be like.
Yeah.
It's gonna take some money to do it.
Yeah, you know, it's just like a vacation, right? I mean, it costs money to go on a vacation.
Yeah, that's true.
What if you want to travel, fly somewhere for vacation? I mean, what would the...
yeah, that's true. Yeah,
probably cost more money to stay in a nice hotel in LA than go to Burning Man.
That's true. No, you're right. Especially you're going to be doing your own shit. You're going to be, like, making your own food and everything most nights.
Yeah, what if you got the restaurants? I mean, like...
Oh, that's true. Or camping, I suppose.
You know, there are so many different experiences
camping was cheap.
You could do. That's just one. Yeah, Burning Man is just one thing.
$28 total.
You know?
Yeah, that's true.
For the camping.
Oh, you had to pay for the campsite?
Yeah.
Well,
that's a pretty good price though.
Yeah, well, I mean that's like includes the state park entrance fee and taxes.
What was the name of the park?
Ochlockonee River State Park.
Oh right, yeah, mentioned that. Oh yeah, nice. Where's that? Was that north, south, east, or west of Tallahassee?
Southwest.
Southwest. Oh yeah.
It's like on your way to like St. George Island, Apalachicola, all that kind of stuff. It's near Sopshoppy. If you're familiar with the area.
Is that?
No,
911 might know.
912 would.
I'm getting familiar with the area because
you have a map out?
I'm preparing to lose my job, and
I
do have a map out.
You're looking at Florida places to live?
Yeah, come on down. We'd love to have you.
Yeah, dude, that'd be great.
Maybe that's why they're not going to visit us, because they're really secretly moving to us.
Within like 6 months, they'll be moving there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like
it's a nice area.
They started doing layoffs today, but I didn't hear anything. Tampa seems like a pretty nice area.
Still on the pod. Yeah, for sure. Seems nice.
Yeah.
If you can be outside of the flooding areas, the areas that always seem to have problems with the fucking hurricanes and shit.
Yeah, you want to avoid that.
You want to be like, you want to be on the water, you know? Don't be like right on the water.
And evacuate if one's coming, which you'd think that would be obvious, but I know a lot of people that are dumbasses.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about AI news.
Tampa Bay.
Go there. That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah.
Yeah. You can hang out with my sister.
There's a casino close
that
by,
might keep you away.
if he's smart.
He's in St. Pete.
Yeah, man.
For now.
Yeah. For now.
Yeah, maybe we should be moving somewhere else. Who knows?
Like New York.
Yeah, maybe.
New York City.
You can just take her house. You guys can.
Yeah.
Let's talk about AI news. Let's round it off with some AI news.
What's his face got fired?
Yeah, Sam Altman got just fired from OpenAI. So I mean, I think that was real dumb. Now Microsoft offered him a job. Immediately offered him a job as like head of an AI division in Microsoft.
Oh yeah.
But the thing that sucks about it is whatever happens there, like it's setting AI back a couple of years. I feel like.
I don't think. You know, high up in the organization, there's a lot of politics going on. I'm sure it had very little to do with AI.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's but you know, I hear like a lot of people are leaving the company though, leaving OpenAI. You know,
well, in solidarity. But I still doubt that'll actually influence the. But you might be right. I don't know.
Yeah.
But also, maybe it needs to be, right? Isn't it supposed to be slowing down so we don't destroy our planet?
I mean,
it's like a big fear.
They fear that it's going to be too smart for us, but I mean, I don't know.
The planet will destroy everyone on its own. It doesn't need AI to.
Yeah, it can't do much worse than humans have already done. You know.
Yeah.
It's not going to do worse than humans have done.
What do you guys think they really mean when they say shit like that? Like,
what's that?
I don't know. Like, I feel like that's actually a serious concern.
You know what I believe? You know what I honestly believe? I believe that they fear that it's going to destroy the system. And like take out the people who are at the top and like break that down and break down the system in a way that they can.
How though? What was an example of one little part of that could happen? I just don't get it.
Like he could like it could figure out a way so that like people will lose their power structures. You know what I mean? Like it'll take over the power structures of people who have like a lot of money or a lot of already like power in there.
So you're saying it would
like the 1% or whatever. You know what I mean?
What's an example of how that would happen? It just doesn't connect to me.
Well, I don't know, and I don't think they know. I think that's what they're worried about, that the AI would be more intelligent and be like on the side of the regular people rather than on the side of like the small percentage of people that control everything right now. Maybe the AI would be on the side of like being more fair, and I think that's what they fear. Whatever, they don't understand how, because they think they would be smarter than everyone on the planet. And that the AI would take the side of regular people rather than like
It's not just like thinking for us, maybe like all the things that we do to like succeed in whatever industry you're in. Like maybe the AI is going to be able to do that for you.
Yeah, I don't think. Why would that be an issue though? You know, like we never worried about that before, right? We never worried about calculators taking a place of, so we don't have to do
Well, it must be more than that,
math,
right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think that their fear actually stems from the fact that they're going to lose their standing.
Fiddler, are you getting replaced by AI?
He should be. AI
replacing you.
He should be.
Yeah, you never know.
AI HR.
Sorry, it's time for you to retire anyway.
Yeah, it really is.
Move to Florida and retire.
Yeah. Just take up gambling, poker in real life.
Take up gambling. You're amazing at it.
IRL poker.
Yeah. We'll see. I'll see what they.
In a Clockney and go camping.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll see what the future has to bring. Out of my control.
What were you going to say, Billy? What was your answer? What was your answer to the AI? What people worry that people have? What were you going to say about it?
Oh, I guess I don't know. I think probably what most people think is that they fear AI is going to take away their job, and they work because they feel like they're providing, not only that they're providing a service, but then it allows them to provide for their family, for resources like shelter and food and school,
right,
and things like that. I think that's probably what people fear the most. But the reality is a lot of jobs are still needed.
Yeah, exactly.
AI might be able to replace some jobs.
It's like any tool. Any tool has been able to replace jobs.
Yeah. But new jobs are created all of the time. I mean, just think about 100 years ago. I mean, technology jobs didn't exist.
That's true,
right?
Yeah.
And who knows what jobs will show up in the next 100 years? Jobs that we wouldn't even think of.
Yeah, good point. Yeah.
So
and it's going to be some shakeup in the meantime, though. Obviously, a lot of people did lose their job with the Industrial Revolution.
Yeah, of course.
It's going to happen.
I mean, that's good.
People
There's
are
always
going to
be ebbs and flows with more employment, more unemployment, things like that.
Well, to me, what you're saying doesn't really sound like AI. That sounds more like automation. Like it doesn't. AI will certainly lead to more automation, but I don't think that's the worry about like a true artificial intelligence taking your job.
Yeah, I think that's what people. My guess is that's what people probably fear most.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, but I think Malky was asking about like the fear of AI, like more like existential threat to humanity.
Well, I just feel like even when I listen to like my news podcast, they'll like talk about like some of these people high up in AI and their fears.
Yeah.
Like are taught. I literally say that like it's gonna like wreck. So and I don't know. I'm just curious what what that means.
It could. I mean, also part of this is maybe this is just part of evolution. This is just part of evolution.
Yeah.
I mean, Homo sapiens have only been alive for such a small period of time relative to the existence of the Earth.
Don't get Case started.
It's been 100, maybe 150,000 years at most. You're right.
It's very, very short. I mean, we will. You think about the alligators; they've been around for 200 million years.
Yeah,
I mean, they have small brains. Think about us. I mean,
sharks.
Yeah, we will not be alive for 200 million years.
No way. Yeah, it's impossible. It's impossible.
Yeah. Even though we might be the smartest species, we're probably also the dumbest species at the same time.
Yeah, we'll probably kill ourselves off way quicker than
I cannot imagine that we have to be way past the halfway point of our species. It cannot last another 100,000 years even.
It might be true.
It might only be 20,000 years. It'll maybe not even that. It seems ridiculous to even think about us in 20,000 years.
I mean, in the next 100 years, a good portion of Florida could be underwater.
That's true too. Yeah, that's a good point. But that's not going to change the glaciers melting necessarily.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of Florida is already underwater, basically. What a human invention.
And then you just think about how humans redirect rivers and create dams. I mean, that helps create floods and make natural disasters worse than they otherwise would be. Yeah, humans might not be around for.
I don't believe that's what they're worried about with AI. I think it's more like they're worried that AI is going to be a lot smarter than us, and basically be a predator species. With best case scenarios, with an interest in keeping us around and healthy. Like that, I don't think they necessarily would want to get rid of us.
Yeah.
But our autonomy would be gone, and the AI would be, just because they're smarter than us, able to just take us basically by the nose and like lead us to places where we don't even realize we're being led. That's what I think these people are worrying about, is that the AI is going to be much smarter than us. In the same way that we can like lead a bunch of ants or dogs or whatever, like we can train them to do, like they're worried that the AI is going to be in a position where we are like with dogs to us, and that we're not going to have autonomy anymore, and the AI will just direct us the way it wants to. Maybe the healthiest, depends on what the like if you think about what is this, we don't even have an answer for this. What makes us successful? What is a metric for us to be successful? Is it the sheer number of humans that are born? Is it the happiness of the humans? What is the metrics for us to be successful? And I think that's what they're worried about. If the AI gets a different sort of metric than we have for what makes us successful, then it may not be very good for us. The same way, like when we think about what do we consider cows successful? They're not angry, right? They're very timid. I think that's kind of like what they're worried about, is us being domesticated by AI, basically.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah.
Because it's so much smarter than us, in the same way that we're smarter than cows.
Yeah. Yeah, human mind makes us very smart and pretty dumb.
Well, true. Huh?
Yeah. I mean, think about animals or lions. I mean, what do they do, right?
Yeah, they certainly don't have any ego.
They eat and they reproduce, right? You're taught to have ego.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, just think about how much emphasis is put on education. I mean, they're teaching you how to learn things, and they help you to teach you how to think. And your brain forms over time, where animals don't really have that.
He's so smart, Molecule. Imagine if he actually read things in his life. If he actually ever read a book. Imagine how much he'd be.
I'm done with reading.
He's reading his environment right now. He's all right.
He could be so much better if he'd actually read. Now it's too late, obviously. Yeah, you're in your 12 years.
Down the HR rabbit hole.
Yeah, you're down the HR rabbit hole. It's over. If you had read, maybe you wouldn't fall down the HR rabbit hole. You might have actually achieved something in this world instead of just continuously making HR justify itself for 30 years.
Don't worry, I'm not even doing that much.
Just a cog in the wheel of HR.
I just execute.
So to round out today's lovely pod, what are your Thanksgiving plans?
Yeah, good question, Fiddler.
Oh,
you
yeah.
could not spend Thanksgiving with us, but you won't. Because we're not worth the $2,000 total, $1,000 each.
That was Christmas / New
right,
Year's.
Sorry. Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, right, yeah. Thanksgiving listening around the table. So our neighbors are coming over for a little, then we're going to go out to dinner.
Nice.
And that's it.
Let me guess, Brazilian steakhouse.
We are going to do
Nice.
Yeah.
Nothing says Thanksgiving more than a Brazilian steak.
Yeah. And then we're going to do some gambling on Friday and Saturday.
Of course.
Nice.
On Black Friday, you're going to do some gambling on Black Friday?
Yeah, the gambling on Black Friday. Yeah.
Nice.
And I'm going to be doing some Black Friday shopping after this podcast to get some new AirPods. As my right AirPod is
it's only Black Monday.
Oh yeah, he's only hearing us one-sided.
Yep.
It's only Black Monday.
Target
Semantics
has started their Black Friday sale has already started. And
Can you imagine how insane Target's going to be on Black Friday?
Crazy. Yeah, it's ready. The AirPods are ready.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. All right.
Well, that's cool. That's exciting.
Yeah. I like to say that.
And how about you guys?
Oh.
We'll be spending our first Thanksgiving together.
Aww.
At my
mother's house.
Ah, nice.
Guess what?
Wait, who you've met?
Take a guess what I'll be making.
Chicken Parmesan.
No, that's not Thanksgiving.
Why? People can't eat chicken Parmesan on Thanksgiving?
No.
They can't eat Brazilian steaks.
Yeah, Brazilian steak is bad enough. I'll be making, you're never going to guess, I will be making a corn casserole as well as potatoes au gratin.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Two dishes for Thanksgiving.
And you're making
the
for
corn
both
casserole.
you and Molecule.
What?
And the whole
You're making on behalf.
Usually,
I'll
be with one of my sisters, but apparently I'm not seeing them for like the first time in a really long time.
Oh, wow.
But it's just like my mom and like her widow friends.
And her boyfriend.
Oh.
Oh, I guess her boyfriend too. Yeah.
Oh, nice. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. They're both cool, but he's cool.
So it'll be probably like probably at least like 6 of us. I think.
Yeah, maybe something like that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Nice. That'll be fun.
I've never made a corn casserole before, so this is gonna be the first time I've ever done it. So I don't know. It doesn't look too complicated. Hopefully.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm sure.
What was your question,
you're just fine. What time are you guys going over there?
Dinner time.
I don't know. I know we usually eat around like 4.
Oh, okay.
No, I used to eat Thanksgiving dinner very early. Usually, in my family, we'd eat like noon.
That's when our dinner reservations are, 4:00.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good.
I expect pics.
Yeah, we'll text each other.
Oh yeah, you will get some pictures.
Yeah, nice. We'll text you some.
I don't know what Brazilian steak means, so I want to see that too.
Let me just say this: it's endless steak, and you have a little thing where it's either green or red. You turn on your table, and if you leave it green, they just keep bringing in more meat, like endless amounts of meat. And we turn it red when you want to take a little break.
What else do you eat?
There's also amazing sides, but nobody gets that because it cuts into the steak that you can eat. So
and they're having they're doing a turkey and stuffing cranberry as well.
You're gonna eat just a little bit of that, right?
Yeah. Why would I eat that? I don't like those.
You're not gonna spend the money. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Wait, are you literally just gonna eat steak?
Yeah, that's all I was gonna do.
No, they do a salad bar with a bunch of different sides.
It's pretty great. The sides are amazing. They're too good. They want you to eat the sides, so they make them great. They're like amazing sides.
They do these little Brazilian
potatoes, cream spinach.
They have Brazilian cheese breads. They'll have Maduros there.
Nice.
Black beans and rice.
Nice.
They do really good beef carpaccio, which is there. That's what I like. I like their picanha the best. That's top sirloin. And they do like a long beef rib.
So
you get like all the different cuts.
There's some that I don't like. Like they do, like they have chicken hearts. I don't eat those.
I like that. I get those. I used to get those. I like they're little tiny hearts, like this big.
Yeah, they do like a few different kind of lamb. I don't eat that.
You don't eat lamb?
They do a fillet with bacon, but I don't want that there. I get that at a different place. That's not my favorite cut at that. Anyway.
All right. Well, I think that's a wrap.
Yeah. That'll teach me.
Stay salty. You'll get your nuts.
Something about dicks.
Thanks for listening. Fato. Later.